Physio Joe here, and today we are diving deep into the mid-back area of our spine, aka the core, aka the most important area of the body that can help solve problems from your thumb to your big toe and everything in between. Sadly, it is the hardest area to build awareness on, but it is not impossible. Let's start with a little dissection of the area so that you can build your mental roadmap to navigate this foreign space. If you get some value from this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like this video so that others who are struggling can get the exposure to this valuable information. Let's jump right in. Okay, this is the rib cage and the thoracic spine. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. There are a lot of moving parts in this area. We got 12 segments of the spine and all move on top of each other in that snake-like fashion, similar to the neck. At each segment, you got ribs coming out of either side and attaching to the sternum on the front. So that's 12 spine, that's 12 rib attachments on either side, so times 2, plus the 7 ribs that attach into the sternum on the front. That's another 14. That's about 50 moving segments. God damn. All as a team, they coordinate the 3D movements of flexion, extension, rotation, side flexion. And if you're dealing with pain of any kind, you probably, most definitely have some sort of load sharing issue within this area. You just haven't built up the awareness to identify it. We can subcategorize this rib cage into upper and lower segments. Upper parts are where the shoulder blades sit, and the lower ribs are associated with the core and the rib cage in the lower parts. Furthermore, I like to subdivide them into quadrants: the upper right quadrant, the upper left quadrant, the lower right quadrant, the lower left quadrant. People with right shoulder problems will have an upper right quadrant issue. Left shoulder, upper left, right hip, lower right, left hip, lower left. If you haven't been breathing efficiently your entire life, you might have an entire rib cage issue. And if you struggle with chronic low back pain and neck problems, you probably fall into this category. Never fear, there's many things that you can do to help yourself. Some clinical pearls for the rib cage thoracic area. When the body is moving well, the ribs mid-back are very mobile entities and the pelvis is that rock solid foundation. In movement dysfunction, a rib loses that mobility and the pelvis has to unhinge itself to make up for this lack of movement, which can trickle up into the neck and have shoulder problems, or trickle down into the lower back and hips. There are a lot of moving parts in this area, which makes it the hardest area to build body awareness, but can also give you the biggest rewards in terms of movement health and chronic pain relief. To simplify it, breath work is the best way to explore this rib cage area with so many moving parts. Through a strong, intentional inhale, you can find areas of stickiness in the rib cage within those 4 quadrants. With a strong intentional exhale, you can see which quadrants of the rib cage is disconnected from your core. Inefficiencies in the extremities are often created by rib cage that does not coordinate or aligned properly. If you've been focusing on an extremity area of pain with no success, maybe try to build an awareness on how the rib cage is aligned and how it affects your area of pain. I know it sounds crazy, but trust me, I personally struggle with right thumb, right shoulder history, and the biggest improvements in those areas of function came from exploring how my past shoulder injuries really stiffened up my rib cage in that upper right quadrant. It took time to build that awareness, but through effort, I was able to identify things, and you can too. Thank you for tuning in. If you learned something, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share to a friend. This is all good quality information for people that are looking to help themselves. If you made it to the end, please comment ribs in the comment section so I know that you're a real one and you're trying to make a real positive change in your own life. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you later. Take it easy.